Hello. Right, this is an unboxing video from Warcolours. I've used Warcolours on two occasions now. I've bought their what did I buy first? I bought their some reds and some greens just to try it out. I was very happy with the results. I then bought the entire layer set and the entire base set. And I tell you what, I do like their base paints. I'm just anyway. Now what I do is I work um, I work Tuesday to Saturday, so I'm never in for the postman, and I get paid on a Friday. So I tend to order things on a Friday when I've got money. With Warcolours being based in Cyprus and me being in the UK, sorry, I just noticed something behind me. There's a billboard in the background. Sorry. Um, so yeah, normally it takes about a week to come. So it's usually here about Thursday or Friday. The postman sends a little red letter through your door to say sorry we missed you, and then on a Sunday morning I go down to the sorting office and pick it up. For some reason or another, this got delayed by a couple of days. So it arrived on Thursday today. So it arrived on Tuesday. So rather than wait until Sunday, I paid 70p and I've had it delivered to a local post office. So the downside of it is I cannot remember what I've ordered. So this is a bit of a surprise unboxing. So what I'll do is I'll go through the things that I've got. Primarily I'm making this video so that if there's any damages, obviously it's all on video, and then I can show that to Warcolours. Incidentally, if you've seen any of my videos, the first batch that I bought 10 paints, and one of them had split. And I wasn't overly worried. I said I can clean it up. And it's unfortunate it was the first order. So the damages represented 10%. My second order was something like 100 and something paints. Plus I'd got to the bottom of the split, so he sent me an empty bottle. I'm kind of under the impression, because I said, look, just send me another nozzle. I've lost probably about a milliliter of paint. It's not the end of the world. But I was kind of under the impression that he would have been happy if I'd have gone, oh, I want this replaced, that he would have sent me a replacement. And I said, it's not worth it. He's been reasonable to me. I like to be reasonable to him back. But he sent me an empty. So I said, send me an empty cap, and I'll just change the caps around. And he sent me an empty bottle, and I just took the cap off. And that particular paint now there's a few splodges on the lid, but it is absolutely fine. So one thing I'm going to say about Warcolours is I'm really happy with this service, which is why I'm happy to order again. Now, the camera that I'm about to switch to, I have it flipped, and the reason I have it flipped is that when I'm painting, I've got it looking down on the model. You're then seeing what I'm seeing, because I'm here, the camera is there looking down, so it's reversed. So I flip the image so that you're seeing what I'm seeing. The downside is that obviously because it's flipped, any text that you see is going to be flipped over. So you'll have to trust me on things. You see a local plet. Now, first thing in the corner, it says Warcolours. Now, for me, this is a big thing. Because I get paid weekly, I don't make daily orders. I might order 4 or 5 things in one day, and then nothing for a week or a month or whatever. Just sorry, I could just pour. Sorry, right. My apologies for that. I just got a phone call. I've ordered 2 tables, and the courier claims to have delivered one 2 days ago, or both. It's a 6-foot table. He claims, I'll show you. Oh, you won't see it because it's all reversed. But basically, he's put a round side gate in window. Well, the window's like 2 foot. It's made my lamp go all funny. Listen, I'm going to go with that fuzziness because I want to get this opened. So unless I can change. Let's see if I can. Oh, that's an improvement, isn't it? Right, so let's open the box, because I can't remember what I've ordered now, so right, I don't like using these. So yeah, oh yeah, sorry, I was saying, yeah, because I've ordered stuff, I like to know who it's come from. I've ordered stuff from Forge World, and the only reason I know it's from Forge World is I recognise the font on the label. But if you've opened it for the first time, you've got no idea who it comes from. Now, if you're doing an unboxing video, for example, and that's just one of many things you can do, you know, you could find yourself going, right, I'm going to open this, I'm going to do an unboxing on this box of goblins. You undo the parcel, and then it's your sexy lingerie that you've got as a surprise present for a friend, and suddenly it's all on video. So, but this, I know who it's from, so I know roughly what it is. The boxes are always nice. Oh, right, I remember what I ordered now. Right, so I ordered some transparent paints. What I want to try out is quite often what I've done in the past is excuse me, sorry. I've done, like, say for example, GW give you this list and it says paint this for the base, paint that for the layer, paint that for the layer. And I found that the colours, the jump between colours is just too much. It looks blocky. So I've ended up, say, putting a shade or a glaze over it, and that's worked really well. So I'm kind of thinking that these might be more of a glaze, you know, because you're going to see through them. It's going to bring the colours together. So I bought their entire transparent range, which you can see there are quite a few of them. So it's kind of going to give me more of a scope. I mean, that would be good, the blue-grey, because I've actually been using the blue-grey at the moment, transparent white. So obviously then you can learn to sort of mix and match things as well. What else I've ordered, these I'm really excited about. I've ordered the fluorescents. Now, the reason I've ordered these fluorescents, I like painting fire. When I first started painting fire, I'm sorry about the quality, you're really not going to see these too well. I've got some LED lights coming. I'm using a lamp at the moment, so you're not getting the true colours. But when I get the LED lights, it's going to look so much better. I've been playing with camera equipment and stuff, and it's all going to look really, really good. Now, when I've done fire, I've gone white, yellow, orange, red, brown, black. And then I saw a Facebook post where someone had suggested using fluorescent orange, yellow and orange. And honestly, it really does make a difference. So I've ordered these to sort of, then I can now do fire and stuff. But I thought, well, sod it, I might as well order their entire range. I don't know if I'll use these, but maybe putting a fluorescent pink in. Because another thing I noticed is that when you go from orange to red using fire, it is quite a big jump. And I really do thin my paints down, but it's a really seriously big jump. So maybe pink, I don't know. I'm probably like, yeah, I mean, but again, these are just experimenting. The next thing I've ordered, and I'll be honest with you, I bought the flat brushes, and they're okay. They're all right. They're not brilliant. They're certainly not cheap crap. I mean, this one, don't know if you can see, but the bristles have started to separate. I've only used this a couple of times, and the bristles are separated. I'm going to have a little go with me, the paste, whatever it's called. But at the very least, you've got some lovely tubes. But I thought, you know, one brush is all right. One is split and set slightly, and one split quite a lot. So it might just be a bad brush. So what I've done is I've ordered not the entire set, but I've ordered the round brushes. So here we've got a 0, we've got a 000, a 2. These really don't want to spin in the tubes. That's a 00, and I guess this is a 1. Yeah, and that's a 1. So I'll give these a go. I'll paint with them for a little bit, and then I'll do a review video. Again, I'll do a video with these transparents. Now these are PVA glue pens. Now I didn't actually expect them to be full up with PVA. I thought they were going to be empty tubes. That's not a problem. The reason I bought these, let's see if I get the invoice right. I'm sorry, I'm going to go through the invoice again. Another little thank you card. He is lovely. Right, so the transparent paint set. There's no prices. Right. Okay. Sorry, I'm caught myself on the hop here. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring up the website. Let me. Sorry. Normally I like to set this up beforehand. Add web page. Right. Warcolours.com. So let's switch to the. Oh, hang on, I've got to make the page. Sorry, I'm making this bigger. Right. So let's have a look. Right. So I don't know if this will load my account up. When I do it, yeah, it's not going to record. That doesn't matter. Right. So currency, we'll change. I'm going to change the currency to pound sterling because that's what I paid in. So right, this is what I ordered this time. Transparent bottles, £29.76. 20 bottles, so that's what, £1. Yeah, I'm going to get the calculator out. 29.76 divided by 20. That's £1, just less than £1.50 a bottle, which makes it about £1 cheaper than GW and about 50p cheaper than Vallejo. The fluorescent. Oh, did I buy the fluorescent set? The fluorescent set. No, I bought the fluorescents individually, so they'll be under single paints. So look, you've got one coat paint, which I've got. I'm really impressed with those. The layer paints, they're quite opaque, and this is what I bought. I bought the transparent paint. It's £1.58 a bottle, and there's 4 of them. No, there isn't. Why did I only buy 4 then? Do you know what? I wonder if he's just introduced more. So has he got a transparent set then? Do you know? Do you know what? do you know what? I'm not looking. Sorry, ignore me altogether. It's the fluorescents I'm looking at. Right. So fluorescents. Sorry, they're £2.19 a bottle. You got them in 3 sizes: 15mm, 30mm, 250, which is useful to know. And then you've got 4 sizes. I've just bought the 15mm. Let me just double check. Yeah, oh, you can't see them. So you got 15mm. So the next ones that I bought, I think they're under accessories. And I found, oh, do you know what? He's got a, oh, that's expensive. Well, it's not expensive, but it is. Right, there we go. PVA glue pen, 83p. Right, so let me flip. Right, this is 83p. So I'm trying to find the camera. This is why I assumed that it didn't have PVA in it. So that's really, really, really cheap. So let me go back to the website. I ordered one of each size. You got an 8mm, which is 44.88. So sorry about that. It's obviously a bad driver outside. So this massive one is double the price of this one. 8mm, 15. So yeah, at £1.60. I mean, that's about the price of an empty bottle, isn't it? That's astounding. That I'm really impressed with that. So yeah, anyway, I'm starting to do basing. I've just bought myself like an electric thing that you apply static grass with, and the glue that I've bought, I bought the glue with sorry, I'm just looking at this. I don't remember ordering that. Right, so I bought the glue, and when I use a product for the first time, what I tend to do is I'll buy, you know, if you bought ABC product and it says use with ABC glue and ABC grass, so I'll buy ABC glue and I'll buy ABC grass, and then over time I'll start using cheap grass or cheap PVA. So the glue I've got a big tub of it, and it works really, really well. I haven't got any bases with me, but I did a very quick experiment and I made 2 bases, one by dipping it in and one by using it properly. So I thought by using a pen, rather than putting a brush on and you get uneven blobs, I can use a pen and just go, and it'll go on really thin. So this will probably last years. So that was the reason I bought them. And at that price, if it doesn't work out, it's really not a lot of money, is it? So the next thing I bought some empty dropper bottles. Because I like water and flow. This is the flow improver that I use, and it's really, really hard to get just a single drop. So what I tend to do is I decant into smaller bottles, and then obviously I can then just put little drops. So what I've done is I've ordered empty dropper bottle, 30ml, 3 of 1, 2, 3, right? And they come with, I assume they're in there, 3 normal size nozzles. And then I've ordered another 3, 1, 2, 3, and they come with a thin nozzle. Now, what I noticed with the other paints, I don't know if, no, right, these are both normal nozzles. But I noticed that some of the other paints I've got, I think it's the bases. Bear with me one sec. I'm just in a bubble at the moment with stuff. Base coat. I might be wrong. There we go. So this is the base with a thin nozzle. So let me compare that to the transparent orange, and you can see there is a difference. So when you're doing basing, you can put a very, very much more precise amount in. So what I thought I would do is I'd buy 3 of each bottle, 1 for me flow, 1 for me water, and 1 for thinners. I think I've put the wrong cap on there. Ah, that's the thing I've just noticed. The caps are obviously, now that I think about it, so they're going to have to be white tape, because I've just tried to put the red in the orange, and I don't really want to contaminate the paint. So yeah, what the theory is I'll try thin nozzles and I'll try normal nozzles with each, see how I get on, eliminate the ones that I don't get on with. Worst case scenario, I've always got some spare bottles. So yeah, that's something I'm going to play with. I've got to remember which is which now. Right, so that's red, and the reason that's not coming out is because that's dried paint from before. So that's got to go back in there so I know where it is. I have a weird booking in system. Right, so that's me bottles. There are some caps in there. At this stage, no, I'll tell you what, I am going to count them, because the whole object of the game here is that I'm just like, watch, I'm just going to dump this into the box. Right, so there's a fat one, there's a fat one, there's a thin, there's a thin, there's another thin, and there's a fat one. So these are what I'm going to experiment with. 3 thin and 3 fat. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What I'm going to do is, because I've checked them, I'm going to put them back into the bag. Actually, I'm going to keep these bags are handy. I'm going to start transferring all my bits and things into bags. Right, so these caps, obviously, as we now know, we've got different tops. I only just realised that. So I'm not going to show you, but I've got 3 fat and 3 thin, so I'm happy with that. So that's me empty dropper bottles, and they are quite nice. They're clear. I suspect these are clear bottles as well, but the ones I bought before, you can see and you know, if I'm putting paints in there, is it going to affect the colour? I don't know. Right, so empty dropper bottles, fluorescent paints, PVA glue. Right, empty paint pot. I bought 4 20mm pots. These again are just experimenting with. I've been watching some videos about how to make things like sterling mud for a fraction of the cost of GW. So obviously I'm going to need bottles to put them in, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm guessing these are like commercial caps. If I put that on there, that then won't come off unless you break the seal. So if I wanted to make, I don't know, like say if I made my sterling mud, well, it's not my sterling mud, it's it comes from Luke's APS. But if I want to make that and sell it commercially, this is, I mean, obviously if I bought them on an industrial scale, they'd probably be better. But these are effectively exactly the same as GWs. And I know we all get annoyed at pots, but I think for things like texture paints, I think pots are better, because obviously with it being lumpy, you can't squeeze it through a tube. And the last thing, 10 sets of 10 glass balls agitator. So I've got a total of 100, and I don't know, what does 100 look like? Do I have to count all of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so look, that there is 10, and that's the whole bag. So yeah, I'm not going to count those. I don't think these are expensive, but I noticed with these, they're either the paint stuck in the bottom or there is no agitators in there. So what I'm actually going to be doing is, from now on when I use them, I'm going to get a cocktail stick and take the lid off. I'm actually going to stir it, and then if there's no ball in there, I'm then going to put a ball. Do I need 1 ball or 2? Is 2 better than 1? Is 1 enough? I don't know. I'll research that. So yeah, there don't seem to be a ball in there, and I don't know if it's because the paint, but I did paint something the other day. It came out very shiny, and shiny suggests to me this is painted with an airbrush, and that's not really shiny. That's quite matte. But something I painted with a brush, it came out quite shiny, and that suggests to me the paint's not mixed properly. So that's why I'm going to put agitator, because if I put an agitator in, once I can hear that agitator, I know it's mixed. The last thing, 2, 3, 4, empty paint, drop a bottle, PVA. Right, I didn't order this, and it's not on the invoice, so I'm going to assume it's a lovely free gift. Tube laces. I'm going to email him. Tube laces, glowing in the sun, 120 centimeters. If this is a free gift, how did you know I needed shoelaces? They're not awesome. They're probably got a funny smell to them. Do they glow? Glowing in the sun? I don't know. I'm gonna have to email him, because these are really appreciated. Is he, is he thanking me for videos? Is he thanking me for being a customer? Have I reached a certain amount, or did he just happen to have a batch of stuff that came in and he was just chucking them all out with orders that week? I mean, GW did that a couple of years ago. Every week you got free gift of the week. So when you did the mail order, you might get like some tokens or wound counters, or a badge, or a free rubber band for your wrist or something. I don't know, maybe it's that. I'm going to email him and thank him, because I'm really grateful. It's quite good. It comes in a little test tube. So I don't know if the test tube's going to ever be useful. But there's a sticker on the inside. I don't know if you can see. Looks like one of those security tags. So I don't know if we shouldn't take it off. I'm peeling it very gently. Yeah, I'm not going to peel that off. But I don't know, maybe it's an ID tag. Maybe he's tracking me, so he knows all my movements. So I know what he's going to do. He's gonna track my movements, so he knows when I leave the house, so he can then come round and steal all my paint and then resell it. Extra profit. No, sorry, that was a joke. So if this is a free gift, thank you, I appreciate it. If you sent it by mistake, maybe you meant to send it to some, maybe he bought them for himself, popped out dinner time and bought these laces, and popped them in his pocket while he's doing a bit of work, or bet to Penny's order, and they slipped out and they fell in, and for the last 2 weeks he's gone, well, where the bloody hell are my laces? I don't know. Well, look, if you've lost a set of laces and you want them back, here they are. So, right, that's my order, guys. So, future videos, I'm missing one. Right, I'm probably not going to use these just yet, but these two, they look beautiful. They really do. So I'll do a paint fire video, and I'll use these. And then what I'll do is, it's going to be hard, actually. I wonder if I need these transparents. And the reason I say that, when I paint with GW, some of the steps with the layers, they're really big jumps. But what I've noticed with Warcolours, I'm trying not to do a review here. I'm trying to do just an unboxing. But what I'm finding with Warcolours is, I haven't really got anything significant to show you. This is a Manticore. It's kind of Game of Thrones inspired. I'm trying to make it cold, so I've used a blue grey for the skin and a blue, and I've toned them down to the whites. But when you're doing shading, oh, I'll tell you what I have got. No, ignore that. So what I'm finding is the steps between colours are much closer, so you don't really need a glaze as much to bring the colours together. So it might well be that these transparents are just not needed, or they're there to add a hue or something. Hue, is that the right word? But I'll try and make a video where I need transparent paints, and then we'll have a look at the transparent paints. And then obviously I'll do the fire video, and then what I'll do is I'll have a play with the PVA pens. What I'll do is, these are dry at the moment. Obviously when you first buy them, the tips are going to be dry, and it says on here, use a pump and action to get the liquid glue to flow on the tip. If you need more glue to flow, pump the tip while applying the glue on the surface. So obviously you need to get it started. And what I'll try, that's got agitated balls. Yeah, that's got agitated balls in it. You can't really see because of gravity, but there you go. There's a little green, I think it's a green dot. So, but what I'll do is I'll have a play. I'll deliberately, accidentally, on purpose, I'll destroy this one. We'll see if it's reusable. We'll see what the quality of the PVA is like. We'll get some out, and I'll be honest with you, I don't like the label. The label on the first one, it's like an outer packaging. It works. Yeah, look, the 4mm. The 4mm is longer than the 8mm, and the 8mm doesn't actually. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Right. So yeah, so this little pen, to be honest with you, that's a rounded nib. I probably won't use that much anyway. Again, it's all down to that's got a square end, and this has got a big square end. This is like your big whiteboard marker. So yeah, I'll probably have a play and I'll dissect it, and we'll see what the paint is like. We'll see what those agitates. And what I'd really like to know, I suspect the answer is yes. There you go. Can it be refilled? Yeah, I think it can be. So we'll dissect it. We'll have a look. It looks to me, just looking at this, that it's watered down PVA. But you know, we'll have a look. We'll look at maybe alternatives. But let's say I'm not liking this one, because if you, I don't know if you can see, the label comes over the screw bit there. Like you can see on the picture, it comes over, and it feels like an outer packaging, like a delivery packaging. Sorry. So then obviously you rip it off and then you use it. Security packaging or something. Sorry, yeah, I know. Sorry, I got promoted last week. I'm the supervisor, which in itself sounds awesome, but it's not awesome. It's a lot of work, and you don't get, mind you, probably like most of you get promoted to supervisor, you've got a lot more work, but you don't get an awful lot more money for it. But I don't mind, I like doing it. So yeah, we'll have a play with the PVA pens, probably do some basing. We'll have a look. I'll try and combine them also with a video about my grasser thing. You don't want a review on the bases, do you? I'm not going to bother with a review on bottles, because do you really need a review? So these I'll just get on with and use them for the things that I need. And we've got brushes, so I'll do a review video on the brushes. So that's all for now. Packages arrived intact. Possible free gift, thank you very much. And another little card, but I remember his email, especially on email address I can remember. Okay, thanks guys, I appreciate you watching. Bye bye, take care.